You have questions? America's #1 business coach has answers. It's your Broda from Minnesota. Here's another edition of Ask Clay Anything on the Thrivetime Business Coach Radio Show.
Yes, and yes. Thrive Nation, on today's edition of Ask Me Anything, we're answering the question from a Thriver, what is escapism? Well, apparently on past shows, I've mentioned the phrase escapism, and I have failed to define what it means. And so, Chup, we are going to do a brief, kind of a quick deep dive, a quick submersion.
We'll escape into the realm of escapism.
Please read the definition from Merriam-Webster of escapism.
Escapism, habitual diversion of the mind to purely imaginative activity or entertainment as an escape from reality or routine.
Let me give an example. I'll tattle on myself. You ready for it, Chup?
Tattletale.
Any time that we watch a movie as a family and somebody continues to talk during the movie, I immediately go to sleep. I have the power to make myself go to sleep. No, I'm serious. Immediately. If someone's like, what's going on?
You're just done.
Who's
with
in
it.
this scene? What's that? Oh, what? Have you seen this? I haven't seen this. Who is that? Who is that? Oh, I remember. Is that Richard Dreyfuss? No, is he from Seinfeld? I can't do it.
I'm lost I don't understand what's going
So
on.
I immediately go to sleep.
Yeah,
That's
I like
my
that.
move.
I like that. I'm a immediate sleeper as well in a lot.
Another example of escapism. Whenever I'm on an airplane, I always go sit in the very back left of the plane, and I lean against the window, and I put on a hood, and I just try to hide until the drink cart arrives, because I hate flying.
It's not fun.
So much. Another example of escapism. Every time I go to the mall, if I'm going to the mall and I'm with somebody who's shopping for clothes, I will immediately find the Asian massage guy.
Yes.
And I will just pay him whatever it costs to have him just get after it.
Oh, that guy.
Because I don't want to walk around comparing prices or looking at different kinds of shoes
Trying
or whatever.
things on.
Another example. Any time at all that I ever go on any road trip that is more than 20 minutes, I go to sleep. Every time.
It's the way to do it.
Every time we drive, Vanessa's like, come on, it's been 20 minutes.
I'm in full agreement with
Gotta
you.
go back to I can't stand road trips.
They're the worst.
I don't know what to do. Another example of escapism. Anytime that we go somewhere where it's really hot, I try to come up with a list of ailments, injuries, excuses, reasons, obligations, and reasons why I should not go there on vacation.
My sweat glands are blocked right now.
It'll be like, we're going to go to, let's say, Disney World or something. And I'm always, is it a good time of the year? Maybe we should kick that can down. Maybe we go to the fall.
I've heard Zika. I think Zika's down there.
I was going to start writing a new book today. And
Right now.
Right. And so, again, but escapism can be kind of a funny thing, right? But escapism also is rough when we're coaching business owners. Because when we're coaching a business owner and they don't show up to their meeting,
They've escaped it.
and they you wait 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes. They finally show up about a half hour late for the meeting, let's say. And they put down their car keys and their lottery tickets. Or when they just smell like they've been drinking Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
Or they definitely are high as a kite from weed. Or they email you typically always at 3 or 4 in the morning and they're playing video games.
Oh, yeah.
When you're dealing with an adult man who's playing video games until 3 in the morning every night.
Yep.
These are all forms of escapism. And I think everybody out there, for being honest, there's probably one area of your life. I know a lot of people that just simply avoid doing their accounting and they play video games instead. They just never want to look at their checkbook.
Yep.
I know people that have a really terrible relationship with their spouse, and rather than dealing with it, they just fill it up with soccer games.
Or their phone time.
Phone time, social media. They just go to every single event possible to stay busy, and they love to be on social media all the time, on Instagram, talking about how they feel, to avoid dealing with the issue. So I'm going to ask you this question here today. What is your biggest limiting factor in your life? Or what is the most uncomfortable part of your life right now? What's the part of your life that is absolutely the toughest area? If you fix this, if you moved that figurative boulder out of the way, your life would just flow. That river could just flow. That creek could just flow. But there's this thing blocking it. There's something in your fuel line that's just blocking. There's something that's blocking your ability to, it's like the road to your success is blocked with, what is it? I don't know. I don't know what it is. It could be a bad relationship. It could be a bad partner. It could be bad accounting. It could be a bad product. It could be, I don't know what it is. But you want to write down what that is today? And then rather than looking for escapism to avoid dealing with it, you want to deal with the situation head on. And it's probably going to feel a little uncomfortable, but you're going to have massive success as a result of tackling that issue. So, Chuck, we have a notable quotable from Jim Gaffigan, the New York Times bestselling author, comedian, and entrepreneur. Can you read this notable quotable, please?
Yeah, he says, "Candy is constantly ending up in my house. It's my children's candy that we have confiscated for safekeeping. Suddenly I have this big bowl of temptation in my cupboard beckoning me to eat it. It doesn't have to be good candy. I've eaten an entire bag of stale gummy bears on more than one occasion in the past month. I don't think of it as stealing. Hey, it's my home, and those kids don't pay rent. Most of the time, I don't even want to eat their candy. But late at night, I'm confronted with the predicament. Eat my kids' candy or feel my feelings. Eating the candy always seems to win." So true.
Is it not?
Freaking candy and those freaking feelings.
Is it not? He says, but late at night, I am confronted with the predicament. Eat my kids' candy or feel my feelings. Eating the candy always
funny because it's true.
No, but I'm just saying, everybody out there in our lives, in some area, we have an escapism.
Yeah.
And I would encourage you this week, don't escape the big issue. Deal with the issue head on. Deal with the partner that's making you have problems. Deal with the crazy customer that's making you crazy. Deal with, if you can, deal with it. Think about it. Be wise about it. Think about, can you handle the trade-offs if it doesn't go that well?
Yeah.
But if you can, just deal with it and don't give in to the natural habit force called escapism, Jeff.
I would say step one, and tell me if you agree with this, Clay, would be block out some time to do some actual self-reflection and find out what these triggers or these escapism things are. And if
are you referencing going to the mirror store and buying a mirror?
Yeah, tons of mirrors. If you're a vampire, this is going to be hard to do.
What do you mean by reflectionism?
You need to think about, what are these things? What are your triggers? What, Jim Gaffigan in this funny quote, he's talking about this candy, and that's how he escapes. But you have to know, he has to know that candy bowl is a distraction for him. So you need to know what these are. What is the log in your road, the boulder in your river, as you so aptly said?
Thrive Nation, you are an incredible audience. We appreciate you more than you know. Keep those questions coming in. You can email us to info@thrivetimeshow.com. And if you have yet to book your tickets to our next in-person Thrivetime Show workshop, I would encourage you to do it today. It's December 7th and 8th. Michael Levine, the legendary PR consultant of choice for Nike, for Prince, for Michael Jackson, he's going to be there. We're going to have Ken Schmidt, the man responsible for the Harley-Davidson Motor Company turnaround from 1985 to 1999. He will be in attendance. Dr. Robert Zellner will be there. It is going to be awesome. Learn more about it today by going to thrivetimeshow.com. This is your year to thrive, but we cannot help you if we don't get a chance to know you. And now, without any further ado, 3, 2, 1, boom!